Hi there. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to change out the rear hub motor from a e-bike tire. Now this is the rear tire here. As you can see, it's got the cassette, and over here it's also got the little disc for the brakes. Now this is going to be so that way you can just change out the motor, and so you don't have to take off any of the tread, any of the air tube on the inside. It could just be where you just insert the new motor into your rim and you're ready to install this back onto your bike. Now, where you want to start is by taking off these screws on this side where you have the gear cassette. Now over here, you're gonna have 6 screws. So for this demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna be using a drill right here that has the appropriate bit. So make sure you have the right bit. As you can see, it fits in there pretty snug. So we just want to put the torque up a little bit. It's going to be a little tight, so I'm going to put it all the way up. There we go. You want to make sure the bit is inside of the screw before you start, or else you'll strip the whole entire thing. So make sure it's in all the way. Take it out. There we go. All right. Okay, so now that you have all your screws out from this side of where the cassette is, you just want to put these off to the side. Make sure you don't lose any of them. You got 6 in total. And now as I turn it this way, you're going to see both sides over here. We're just going to take a hammer right here, and we're just going to start tapping the other side over here where you have the brake disc. We're going to be tapping this side of the axle, and that's going to make it so that way we can separate this base plate over here from where the motor is housed. So yeah, as you can see right there, it's already separating from the seam, so we're just going to keep tapping it. And at that point, you can just go ahead and pull this completely out, just like that. And that's what it's going to look like right there. It's going to have a little bit of lithium grease in there, but that is the inside of your motor. And let's just put this down here for now. Now at this point, you want to separate this plate with the cassette on there. And so what you want to do is, if you have a hammer or something like that, you just want to start giving it a couple of taps around. There we go. And then you can pull that straight off right there. So here is the plate with the cassette. And so at this point, this is what you'll probably receive if you are replacing the motor. And so at this point, you take your old cassette that you took off of your old motor, and you would just then feed it through this side that has the wire, just like that. And as you can see, it's just going to spin freely in there, so that'll just sit right there. And then yeah, it's basically all steps in reverse. So then we come over here, you'll have your you'll have the rim over here without anything in it. You'll have a little bit of lithium grease in there, and then you just want to line it up until it all goes inside. As you see, those 3 gears surrounding the axle over here are going to line up with those teeth inside of there. So we just want to make sure we line up the hole. Looks like a little washer fell out in this place. Right here, you're going to have a little washer. So just make sure you put that in all the way right there. Sits right there. It might stay behind on that bearing on the inside, so you just want to make sure you put that on the axle. That's going to go in, and it's all going to sit, and then you'll just line up these holes right here. And at this point, pretty straightforward. You grab all of your screws right here. I'm just going to put them in slightly in with my hand, and then I'll go in with the drill. But yeah, as you can see, this is pretty much a straightforward process. It's just taking off the screws, being able to separate the motor after you have all 6 screws out. And then after that, it's separating the plate that has the cassette on there with the gears. And yeah, that's the full motor replacement. on one of these rear hub e-bike motors. So there we go. We have all of them in place. I'm just gonna put the torque here. So it's the highest one it's got, it's 15. So that way it doesn't come loose while we're riding. Just like that. And there you go. That is a complete motor replacement on your rear hub e-bike tire. Now, it doesn't get any simpler than that. You just take it out, make sure you replace this cassette plate, so that way you have the complete motor replacement right there. All right, thank you guys and have a great day.